morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome back to my Let's Play of The Elder Scrolls Online. In our last episode, we had just gotten to Muth Gnaar, helped the monastery survivors out in that area, got some medallions, freed some slaves that were, being held hostage. And in today's episode, we actually are up here to the west of Mournhold here. There's Nathaniel, however you pronounce that. I believe there's a quest that we have to do for somebody up here as well, and we have a lore book to read while we're here. So I figured we'll do this one, read the lore book, head back down the south side of this little mountain here. We got to talk to Mama Aralosi about that the kwama omelet. Yeah, the kwama omelet that we found the recipe for and everything. So let's go and get that started for today. Yeah, get excited. We'll talk to you in a second.
My sister sneaks off into the ruins, and I wind up getting hurt. How typical.
Very typical, I agree. Then we have this book called The Dream Stride. For over 1,000 years, the priests of Vermina have been masters of the art of alchemy. The complexity and potency of their mixtures are nothing short of legendary. These alchemical treasures are so highly sought after that a single drought showed up on the black market can command sums in the tens of thousands. Of the numerous potions that have surfaced to date, Vermina's torpor is perhaps the most impressive. A single sip of this viscous liquid places the imbiber in a state known as the dream stride. This condition allows the subject to experience the dream of another as if he is actually there. The subject becomes an integral part of the dream. To any other entities in this dream state, the subject will be mistaken for the dreamer. The subject will even find his mannerisms, speech patterns, and knowledge expanded appropriately. To an observer, after the subject has imbibed the potion, he will appear to vanish. As the subject traverses distances within the dream, he will also traverse distances in the actual world. When the torpor's effect has expired, the subject will fade back into reality in the exact location projected within the dream stride. Some dream strides have transported their subjects a few feet, and some have appeared thousands of miles from their origin in a matter of minutes. It's worth noting that the dream stride is highly dangerous and presents the subject with numerous pitfalls. In certain dreams, subjects have been exposed to life-threatening scenarios such as sickness, violence, and even death. In most cases, the subject simply fades back to our world without harm, but in some instances, the subject never reappears and is assumed to have expired. In other instances, the subject reappears deceased. It's also quite possible for the subject could reappear in a precarious or hazardous location in reality, even when that location appeared safe within the dream stride. Vermina's torpor is as mysterious and elusive as the priest who created it. It's unknown whether this unique transport mechanism is a result of the torpor itself or simply the odd machinations of Vermina. But the potential for using the dream stride to penetrate seemingly impassable obstacles certainly outweighs its mysterious nature. I could definitely see how that's used in a more devious way, Well, let's talk to this guy here.
Stranger! I require your immediate assistance.
What happened to you?
It's not important. My sister Kirith went into that Dwemer ruin, but she forgot to take my new control rod. I built it to deal with the spider constructs that infest the place. She may not believe me, but she needs that rod.
So you want someone to take this control rod to her?
Precisely. I do it myself, but one of those fetchers stabbed me when I tried to go after her. Besides, I forgot to take the control rod and had to come back for it anyway. Here.
Okay, I'll assist you.
My sister has a knack for attracting trouble. I'm starting to get worried.
And what are you guys doing out here?
We're dungeon delvers, intrepid explorers, just like you. Kirith handles the manual labor, while I'm the genius. Together we make a good team.
You seem a bit young for this line of work.
We may be young, but we have a great many talents at our disposal. If you must know, this is our first real expedition. We need to find something to prove our worth to the Academy. Then, the Archmage will have to accept our applications.
What academy?
The Academy of Shadastula, of course. My sister and I, we don't come from a wealthy family. We need to find something of magical or historical significance to impress the Archmage so he'll let us study there.
And what are you hoping to find?
Something old, something powerful, something that will impress even the jaded Archmage of the Academy. All of the greatest Dunmer leaders attended the Academy, and it would be unfair to the world to deny me my place among them.
Okay. That's fair enough. So we have Raynor's journal. I think Kirith and I may have discovered what we need to finally prove ourselves to the Archmage at the Academy of Shadastula. The Dwemer ruins of northern Tamriel hold amazing treasures of lost dwarves, but these places are often too dangerous to navigate. I have discovered several references in old text to a method for controlling Dwemer constructs through the use of a harmonic device that interacts with the construct's resonators. It'll take some time and no small effort, but I think I can actually build a prototype of the device to test. I truly am a genius, but I already knew that. He is actually extremely full of himself. That'll probably be his downfall eventually. What's all this? Just jugs to loot here. Okay, that's fair.
About time you got here. I've been dodging spiders for what seems like forever. Wait, you're not Raynor.
Not at all, actually. But he did send me to bring this control rod to you.
Did he? I bet he got hurt fooling around with the spider constructs.
It's not exactly how he put it, but yeah.
How typical. Listen, this ruin is a two-person job. I need someone to cause a diversion so I can sneak into the next chamber. Could you test that control rod on the spiders inside?
What's the control rod do?
How should I know? Raynor built it. He calls it a control rod. I bet it controls the constructs. Use it to capture one of those spider things. It might take a few attempts, though. Raynor's devices don't always work exactly as he designed them.
That sounds pretty reckless.
That's the spirit. Now, go create a diversion.
Okay, fair enough. So I could have done the intimidation option there, but unfortunately I haven't started the Fighters Guild stuff yet, so I don't have that persuasion dialogue available. Same as the Mages Guild. I think intimidation is Fighters Guild, and persuasion might be the Mages Guild. I think that's what it's called. But nevertheless, this gives us a little bit more to do during the story, so I'm not too mad about it. Let's just go ahead and try and get one of these spiders here. Oh, he's just gonna keep attacking him, huh? Or not. Okay, that works. That's not ready yet. Come on, man. There we go. Perfect. And then we just head further into the ruin here, I believe.
What took you so long? And who's your sparky new friend?
I used the rod on that spider, and now it's following me.
You mean my brother's invention actually worked?
Yeah, it would seem so.
I wonder if it would work on the big spiders.
There are bigger ones?
Probably not. Just a legend. I'm almost positive. Anyway, there's something important here. I can feel it. Something the Archmage won't be able to ignore.
What makes you so sure?
Look around. I had a quick peek at the machinery in here while I was waiting for you. I think this entire chamber is some sort of complex dwarven device.
Do you know what it does?
I have no idea. It might open that big door over there, or it might unleash a giant walking teapot with razors for arms. There's only one way to find out, right?
Very true. So, how does it work?
I'm not sure. Its emitter thing is broken. I could fix it if I had some spare parts. Maybe we could get your sparky little friend to help us.
And what is the spider going to be able to do?
Dwarven constructs scavenge parts to repair themselves. They're designed to remove delicate mechanisms from disabled constructs to reuse elsewhere.
So you want me to go collect spider parts?
No, not you. Your spider. You just ruin the parts prying them out. Go beat some spiders into submission, then have your sparky friend collect their parts. I'll wait for you by the emitter at the other end of the chamber.
Okay, fair enough. Got it. So now we'll just need to use the rod on defeated spiders. Okay. If we can find some. I know that guy was going around here and, was it just farming, I'm assuming? Where are they all at? There we go. So honestly, that entire process, I have no idea what made him harvest parts, because any kind of icon I got, or prompt that I got to make him harvest, it did not work. It seemed very random, and that was pretty annoying to do, honestly. But nevertheless, it's done, and that's what matters. So let's take this back to her really quickly.
Good timing. I think I almost have this contraption figured out. Did you get the parts?
I would say the spider did most of the work, but that's not true.
So Raynor's control rod actually works? Do you believe it? Let's see those parts. I think I know how to fix this thing.
Good.
Now stand back and give me a moment.
Yeah, take your time.
Turn this, tighten that, and finished. That should do it. Should we see what this thing does?
I suppose so, yeah.
By Vivek, this is incredible.
What is this thing?
Some kind of elaborate dwarven device, obviously. See the crystal prisms set up around the chamber? This emitter fires a beam that reflects off the prisms and then does something. Oh, this is so exciting.
Now what should we do?
Not sure. Why don't you fiddle with the prisms while I think this through? Maybe you'll get lucky.
Eh, maybe so. Okay. Also got a note here. Kira's prism notes. The alignment of all of these crystally prism things seems to indicate that some shooty, sparkly bits once propelled energy around the chamber. This is just a working theory, mind you, but I think I can repair this thing and make it do something. I just need some sort of sparkly bits, or some more sparkly bits, and spinny parts from the metal spiders crawling around the ruin. That would require fighting the icky spiders, however. I hate spiders. She really has a way with words, you know? It's really good. So, I use this. Should redirect it. Perfect. I'm assuming we want to go make this one go to the other side over there. One more time. There we go. And then across the way, I'm assuming. And this one over here. Then we have one more, gotta go that way. Nice. So it opened the door. Okay. Now we gotta get the key from the Great Spider. That's a big boy, isn't it? Definitely bigger than the other ones. Perfect. Let's see if there's any notes laying around in here. None that I can see. Okay. There we go. And I did get a prompt to use the control rod on it, but I wonder if that was even possible, you know? I guess we'll never know.
Raynor showed up right after you went inside. We heard scary noises from behind the door. What was in there?
A giant spider construct in this dwarven relic.
A giant spider? I knew it. Can I see what else you found?
Yeah, here you go.
This could be just what we need. I bet this gets me and Raynor into the academy.
I'm glad I could help.
Here's something we found near the ruin. Please take it for helping us. You know, you're not bad to have around. Feel free to come dungeon delving with us whenever you want.
Oh yeah, I'd be happy to. Let's see what Raynor has to say.
That relic you found will make our reputation. We can't thank you enough. Do you still have my control rod?
The rod actually exploded when I used it on the giant spider construct. So I did. Okay, I guess I did.
Really? Sorry about that. I'm still refining the design. I hope the other one I made holds up. That flaw from House Drez paid a lot of gold for it.
You sold an experimental device to House Drez?
Well, how else could I get it tested? Be reasonable.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I get it now. So the same people from the Obsidian Gorge. No, different one. Where's that at? Mzithumz. However you say that. So they used the rod that he sold them up there, and it backfired like his did. That makes a lot of sense. So hopefully he'll kind of refine the construction of it next time. We got Raynor's Bethaniel notes. After reviewing Kira's notes on the prismatic emitter matrix set into the conduit chamber shows some remarkable strides in the understanding of dormer construction. Yeah, that's a good one. Her scribbling may be childish and her language is at best imprecise, but her conclusions are no less exceptional despite her best efforts to the contrary. My sister actually managed to generate and execute a working hypothesis that allowed her to not only determine how the Dwemer device was supposed to operate, but resulted in her repairing and utilizing the device to open a door that had been sealed almost literally forever. She was able to fashion a replacement for a damaged emitter stone using scavenged parts from damaged Dwemer constructs and her own saliva. I won't touch the new component, and that's certainly not how I would have solved this predicament, but I'm proud of my little sister. Yeah, I'd say so. She did a good job. Definitely. So let's head on out of here. Okay, so while I was going over there to that little hut for a point of interest for our completion of this area, I also came across this lore book here, so might as well go and read it. Try not to aggro that guy over there. Kwama mining for fun and profit. Developing and maintaining a kwama mine can be a rewarding and, more importantly, a lucrative pursuit, provided one takes the time to learn about kwama and their environmental requirements. Kwama are giant insects that live and work in underground colonies called egg mines. Although eggs provide the primary source of income for any kwama mine, they are by no means the only produce or product produced by the mine. Kwama Cuddle, Scrib Jelly, and Scrib Jerky all provide additional sources of revenue for a kwama mine. To start a kwama mine, 1A, find and tame a wild kwama colony, difficult, or 1B, purchase excess kwama from a crowded mine, which is expensive. 2, live near the colony until you smell like kwama. 3, never approach the kwama queen chamber. 4, gather eggs, collect cuddle. 5, count your profit. Despite the name, a kwama mine consists of living creatures with judicious yet unobtrusive maintenance, and a moderately sized mine can produce an abundance of valuable kwama eggs. Kwama mines can also produce tasty Scrib Jerky, acidic Scrib Jelly, and kwama Cuddle, which is highly valued by alchemists. The kwama colony... we'll try this later. The kwama colony, the road to owning a profitable mining concern starts with a healthy kwama queen and a full complement of workers. The queen produces eggs in the deepest recess of the mine. Kwama workers care for the eggs, moving them to various tunnels and chambers within the mine, according to space requirements, environmental conditions, and the development state of the eggs. Kwama workers also produce food for the mine, feed and clean the queen, and expand the mine complex as the colony grows. When not tending to their usual duties, workers can be seen digging new chambers and tunnels within the ever-growing labyrinth of the mine. Workers tend to be docile, but can turn violent if threatened or attacked, or if the queen is in danger. Kwama workers protect the colony, reacting quickly to any perceived danger. They should be treated warily and with respect, for they are aggressive and highly dangerous. While workers are quadrupeds, warriors are bipedal and very powerful. Scribs, as the miners can call juvenile kwama, roam freely through a kwama colony. A mine usually splits the scrib herds into two camps, those allowed to grow into workers or warriors, and those harvested while still young for jelly and jerky. Scrib jelly has a variety of uses, including as a food source, but it is prized by alchemists as a key ingredient to create potions and cure diseases. Scrib jerky, made by drying thin slices of scrib meat, has minor restorative properties and is considered to be quite delicious by dark elf culinary experts. Starting a kwama mine, assuming you don't want to pay the exorbitant fees associated with purchasing a queen and kwama from an established mine, you will need to locate and tame a wild colony. This approach isn't without cost, however, as House Lalu requires would-be miners or mine owners to purchase a license before hunting a wild colony in earnest. When you locate a potential colony, you can't simply walk in and set up shop. The colony's aggressive warriors would make short work of your miners. There is a solution: acclimation. The acclimation process takes time, but injury and loss of life of both colony members and miners can be minimized by letting the colony slowly become familiar and comfortable with your presence. Once your miners acquire the smell of the local kwama, the warriors will consider them to be part of the colony. Egg harvesting. The actual mining of kwama eggs doesn't require a great deal of skill. Miners basically need only patience and common sense to perform their job. Egg harvesting must be done with an eye toward balance. Remove too many eggs and you may agitate the workers and the queen. Remove too few and the queen's egg production may fall. The mine manager must keep a careful eye on production to ensure that the queen does not produce too many eggs or too few eggs. Wide wings in production will affect Wild swings in production will affect profits and make planning more difficult and should be avoided. Avoid the queen's chambers at all times. Warriors and workers will view any approach to their queen as a threat and react accordingly. Production can grind to a halt as the colony becomes agitated and miners can't safely enter the mine. You might lose a few miners as the colony rampages, but the most important thing to remember is that the kwama will eventually calm down and once again accept the presence of the miners. Note: House Lalu Egg Miner License requires mines to provide regular production reports. Failure to comply can result in sanctions, fines, or even closure of the mine, and that's neither fun nor profitable. Very true. Fun and profit. That's what it's about. So let's head around the south side of this mountain here, and then we'll go talk to that lady about her recipe.
My darling son's gone off on some fool errand. I hope he returns in one piece.
I got some bad news for you. Your son actually died collecting these kwama eggs for you.
Oh no, he was such a good son, always thinking of his mother. Why did he have to go and do such a stupid thing? Thanks for bringing these to me. I'll make an omelette in his memory. It will be salted with my tears and peppered by my grief.
Sad times. I'd love to taste it though. I wonder, that's a kwama mine right there, right? So like, why couldn't he just go to this one instead of the one that we found him in? You know? It's a little strange.
They say there are fumes in the mine, but I don't see how that's possible. We're raising kwama, not digging for minerals.
Okay, that might kind of clue us into what's going on around here.
I've been working the Deepcrag den for years, and I've never heard of a single instance of a kwama attacking a handler. Something very strange is going on.
Okay, so answer my own fucking question there. He didn't go because this one isn't safe. Got it.
The livestock's gone mad, and what does he do? Back into the mine he goes. This isn't turning out well at all. Not at all. Sorry, I haven't time for pleasantries. We're having a bit of a crisis here.
What's going on?
This is Deepcrag Den, a kwama mine. But something's gone wrong. Some kind of fumes have filled the mine, and the kwama are going crazy. They're attacking the workers. I've been making potions to counter the fumes, but I'm running out of ingredients.
Is there any way I can help?
My husband, Borrow, went back into the mine. What is he thinking? I'm sorry, what did you say? Help? Yes, all right. I need aloe or redweed to make more potions. They grow all around here. You can forage for some, if you're willing.
Okay, leave it to me.
I asked Nelvin and Marolos to gather plants. They might have some, but it wouldn't surprise me if they just ignored me. The workers don't like me very much. Otherwise, check the area. Redweed grows near the rocks. Aloe should be out in the open.
I'll get what you need.
Thank you. I really am trying to help. Both plants will work in the potion, so anything you find will help.
Okay, we also got a little letter here. Kwama egg quiche. Another recipe. Ingredients: 1 medium kwama egg or 2 small kwama eggs, ground meal, mug of water, diced tomato, garlic, salt to taste. To prepare, break eggs in a large bowl, add tomato, garlic, and salt. Whisk briskly. Combine the meal and water to make a dough. Layer half of the dough in a deep pot. Pour half the egg mixture over the dough. Place another layer of dough. Pour remaining egg mixture into a pot and finish with another layer of dough. That's a lot of fucking dough. Cover pot tightly and hang over a small fire, or place the covered pot within a hot oven. Check the quiche after an hour. Once a brown crust forms on the top, the casserole is ready to eat. Alright. So let's go and collect some resources here. Check with these two first.
I've been working the Deepcrag den for years, and I've never heard of a single instance of a kwama attacking a handler. Something very strange is going on.
I'm trying to find plants to make potions.
It seems Adrasa has found someone new to do her work for her.
Yeah, I'm not going to pay you, so are you sure you haven't found any redwood or aloe leaves?
I'm sure. Running around digging up plants isn't going to help the headache I have from those fumes.
Jesus, so selfish. But nothing from her.
They say there are fumes in the mine, but I don't see how that's possible. We're raising kwama, not digging for minerals.
I'm trying to find plants for Adrasa's potion.
As usual, Boral's wife wants someone else to do her work for her. She's a bit spoiled, if you ask me.
So much content, man. You sure you haven't found any aloe or redweed she can use?
Yes, I'm sure. Adrasa will have to do her own work this time.
Jesus Christ. These people, huh? Do it myself. Might as well get some runestones while I'm out here. So we got all the plants ready for her, but there's a lore book right over here that we might as well read beforehand. This is called A Werewolf's Confession by Captain Philmont of the Old Gate Lancers, Daggerfall Covenant Army. Wrong zone, my friend. The prisoner called for me today, and I had the dubious privilege of listening to his confession. Separated from him by narrow iron bars that I knew would be insufficient to protect me, I took down his words with a trembling hand. What follows is my best rendering, although he was so soft-spoken that at times I had to guess at the precise words. Nevertheless, I am confident confident that what follows accurately represents the substance of our conversation. I accepted this curse at a young age. I was impressionable. My pack leader was a family friend and elder in our village. I wanted to be strong, and I relished the strength the curse gave me. I would not have called it a curse then. But with youth comes recklessness, and I was not good at disguising what I was. Eventually, they discovered my true nature, and I was driven from the village. My pack leader failed me. He did not protect me. He cared too much about his own status to risk it for my sake. I was alone. Everywhere I went, I had the shouts of crowds. Yeah, I heard the shouts of crowds, saw the bright torches of the angry mob. I never lingered long in one place before my secret was discovered. I came to hate them. The superstitious villagers. I came to resent what I couldn't have. I blamed them for my own recklessness. It was not the curse that plagued me, but the narrow-mindedness of these provincial men and women. I was afraid to hunt, so I was always hungry, and the hunger turned me feral. It was in this state that I came across them, a family of innocent farmers, just like the innocent farmers that had hounded me from village after village. My vision turned red, and I flew into a fury. At last, my hunger was satisfied. But when the rage subsided and I looked on what I'd done, my stomach turned. This was what all those villagers were afraid of when they tormented me with their torches and sickles. That's when I acknowledged my curse for what it is. I have hunted many years since, afraid to turn myself in, but disgusted with my base impulses. You don't realize what a great favor you have done capturing me. And then having told his story, the creature, looking very much like a man, begged me to put him out of his misery. It's very sad. Very, very sad. But let's go turn these ingredients in and see what else we can do to help her around here.
I never knew Kwama could be so vicious.
I have the plants you needed.
Praise Vivek. I need to get these potions to the workers as soon as possible. I'm sure it will help. It has to.
Where do you think the fumes came from?
I don't know. How would I know? I don't go into the mine. Why are you asking me? I'm sorry. This is so stressful. I'm worried about my husband, Boril. He went back inside, and I have no idea what happened to my idiot cousin, Renvis.
Why did Boril go back?
He's concerned about the workers. Thinks they're still in the mine. I'm so worried. Boril hasn't raised a sword in years, and the kwama aren't acting normal. Will you go after him? Take him these potions, and drink one yourself before you go.
Okay, I'll drink it and then find your husband. She did seem kind of defensive right there, right? Or am I just a little crazy thinking that? I don't know. I think she might have something to do with it. I hope not. But you never know.
What a terrible waste. I hope you drank one of Adras's potions. Otherwise, this is going to be a short visit.
Thanks for the warning.
Here's another tip, free of charge. Keep your weapon handy. I've never seen the kwama this aggressive. It's such a waste, isn't it?
What do you mean?
You're going to have to kill a lot of kwama to get through the tunnels, right? Letting them rot won't help anyone. Why not harvest their cuttle? It's the waxy stuff on their beaks. 1,000,001 uses. I'll give you a fair price for it.
I'll consider your offer. For sure. You think she's part of the group here? Or do you think she's in this for her own gain? I'm gonna say own gain. But maybe I'm wrong.
In all my years, I've never seen anything like this.
Your wife is worried about you.
I came back to look for my wife's cousin Renvis and the rest of our missing workers, but I haven't had much luck. I've been stumbling around in the dark, trying to avoid getting eaten by kwama. But I did discover something quite disturbing.
What did you find?
Treachery. The mine is filled with open vials spewing noxious fumes. This was no accident. I sealed several of the vials and cleared this chamber, but I can't get down to the lower levels without getting swarmed by kwama.
Maybe I can seal the rest of the vials?
If you do, you'll be the hero of Deepcrag. Seal the vials in the middle and lower chambers. If you run into any miners, give them one of Idrasa's potions. And keep an eye out for Cousin Renvis. He's not the sharpest arrow in the quiver.
Okay, I'll do what I can. Okay, so definitely sabotage. Was it his wife? I don't know. Maybe. Hopefully not. But I guess we'll find out soon, right? So my kwama journal, page 1. Although my father mocked my desire to study the kwama, I know that I have chosen well. I can't believe he called these fascinating creatures mere insects. The great houses might be scandalized to be compared to thriving kwama colonies, but these elegant creatures certainly remind me of the best of the houses. They work in harmony. They share common goals. They have ranks and status, much as house operatives do. All their efforts reflect upon their queen, as house retainers and kinsmen reflect on their grand master. I hope to catch a glimpse of a kwama queen before too long. Who knows, they might actually. Keep a lookout for more notes like that.
Come and join us. This spot is safe above the smelly fumes. Safe for the little scribbles.
Are you alright here? Shouldn't you be out of the mine?
And leave the wee scribbles? They weren't really affected by those nasty fumes. Most burrowed away, clever and cute as can be. But these little beauties are safe here with me. Nice and safe, aren't you, my little friends? Yes, you are.
Are you sure the fumes haven't affected you?
We're just fine, aren't we, little ones? Yes, we are. Careful of the big old warriors and workers, though. The fumes made them very grumpy. They might even be mean to the scribbles.
Oh, Jesus. Anything else I should look out for in the mines?
Careful of the mature kwama. The big fellows don't like this smell. No, they don't. These little guys aren't as sensitive as their elders, so they aren't angry. Oh, and be careful if you see the kwama queen. Not friendly. Not friendly at all.
He seems like a nice guy. We got vaults here.
It's a shame that some of the kwama have to be put down.
What do you use kwama cuddle for?
Ha! Let me guess. Arona convinced you to harvest kwama cuttle and bring it back to her.
Yep.
She probably gave you some line about not being wasteful and putting the stuff to good use.
Yep, definitely that's almost verbatim.
The only person she plans on helping is herself. She'll sell the stuff in Mournhold and make a tidy profit.
Yeah, see, that's what I thought. I had the suspicion. I didn't want to jump to any conclusions, but that's what it definitely seemed like. I think the way we get down here is just by falling off the side. Seems like the right call. Not the safest, but I mean, we'll try and not die on the way down. That'd be good, huh? There we go, got a miner here. Give him the potion, perfect.
Thanks. I'll make my way out.
Seal up a vial. Perfect. My kwama journal, which I think we already read one of the pages, right? Oh, day 11. Skipped a few, huh? My studies are going well. These creatures are fascinating to watch. They seem to have accepted my presence here. I will try to live as they do. Day 18. I move like a kwama, think like a kwama. Day 20. I am part of the hive. Day 24. The kwama need me. I shall be their queen. Oh my god. Day 42. The dark elves are looking for me. My warriors still protect me. Day 88. My darling scribs, how quickly they grow. Day 113. Must protect eggs. Hide deeper in caves. Protect my colony. Day. Kwama queen, kwama queen, kwama queen. Colony needs kwama queen, kwama queen. Kwama me, dick, 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 dick. Very, yeah, interesting. He went absolutely crazy. I wonder if they actually thought that he was a queen. Because he could not have produced eggs, right? And that just seems out of the question. Good. We got one more around here.
I'll make my way out of here.
There we go.
Thanks. I'll make my way out of here.
Yeah, you do that. And then, how many more of these vows do we have to do? Got 2 more. That'll be 1. Is there another one over here? I don't think so. Is that a person? Kwama Queen. Oh no. This is the guy. I don't want to kill him yet. We'll see if quest takes us there to do that. Find Renvis. Let's see. Yeah, let's double back, see if we can find him. It should be through this little area here. And we'll see what he has to say. If he doesn't tell us to come kill the Kwama Queen, we're gonna do it for sure. Because that dude is not a queen.
The kwama went crazy.
Oh no, what in the hell? Yo, he aggroed me from that far away. What?
The kwama went crazy. He wasn't supposed to be like that.
Renvis? What are you talking about?
Why did the kwama go crazy? The smoke vials were a joke. She said nobody get hurt. She promised. I didn't do anything wrong, I swear. It wasn't even my idea.
Are you saying that you did this?
It was all Idras's idea. I knew it was wrong. I promised that if I don't get eaten by kwama, I'll go to the temple in Mournhold and pray to the gods with all my might. I'll even give gold to poor people. When I get some gold.
Calm down, calm down. You're not going to get eaten.
We have to get out of here. I know a shortcut, but there's a big kwama in the way. It went into that tunnel over there. If you poke its eggs, I bet it'll come out. Then we can run up the tunnel and escape.
Okay, let's do that. But first, let's go kill that fake queen, huh? Curious if they'll actually try to start talking to us, or if they're gonna act like a queen. There he is. Kwama Queen. You don't want to talk on. Was that a female? That's a guy. It's a funny little addition they put in here. I like that. A journal of him going absolutely crazy, thinking that he's the queen, and then you get to actually kill him. That's satisfying. Okay, now let's poke this tentacle here for the big baddie.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean for anyone to get hurt.
I killed the enraged Kwama.
Thanks. I did a stupid thing. Idrasa gave me this necklace, so I do it. She said it was a present from Cousin Borrel when they got married. It's worth more than I earn in a month.
Why did Idrasa do this?
She said Cousin Borrel only cares about the Kwama. She thought that if the mine got closed for a few days, he might take her to Mournhold. She wanted to dance and shop and have fun. She never thought the kwama would go crazy.
All of this for a weekend in the city?
Here, take Adras's necklace. I don't want it anymore. I can get out through the tunnel, now that it's clear. I'm really sorry. Really, really sorry.
Yeah, get moving.
I'm getting out of here. No more kwama mining for me.
Oh man, I had a suspicion. I wasn't sure if it was true, but unfortunately it is. She has a lot of answering to do, and I don't think her husband's going to be too happy. I just think all the livestock that he lost during this process, people that died. Also, she could have a weekend in the city. So selfish, man.
Were you able to gather any kwama cuttle?
I was actually. What do you plan to do with it?
What does it matter? The kwama had to be killed. Is it better that the cuttle go to waste? Why pass up the opportunity to make some gold? Or are you thinking of selling the cuttle yourself?
I mean, technically, the cuttle doesn't actually belong to you.
My idea, my profit. Alchemists can't get enough of it, and it's not commonly available. That makes this the perfect situation. I won't apologize for being pragmatic.
Yeah, but if you wanted it yourself, you could have gotten it. My work, my rules, I think, applies in this. And I don't think you should have it. I'm gonna give it to Boral.
You fetcher! It was my idea. Fine, I'll give it to Boral. I'm sure he'll pat me on the head for being so loyal and honest. Who needs all those annoying gold pieces cluttering up their purse anyway?
It's kind of selfish of you, being honest. You got some splaining to do.
You're back. Is everything all right at the mine now?
Yeah, I spoke to your cousin.
Then you know what I did. I can hear it in your voice. It was foolish and dangerous. I'm so ashamed. I've been trying to make up for all this by helping the injured workers.
I have the amulet you gave Renvis.
It was a gift from Boral. If he sees it, he'll know I was involved. Please. I deserve to be punished, but I don't want to lose Boral. If you don't reveal my part in this, I promise I'll find a way to make up for it.
Do I tell him? Kind of conflicted. She did honestly try to help as best she could after she realized what happened. But also, she wouldn't have had to do that if she didn't cause it in the first place. Let's see what our options here.
Sick workers, poison fumes, enraged kwama. Could anything else go wrong?
So there's no other option other than to just tell him. Okay. Fine, we'll give it back.
What have you decided to do?
Take your amulet, find a way to make it up to these people.
Alexia, bless you. You won't regret this. I'll help Boral and the miners. I'll even stop complaining about the kwama, and I'll certainly never do anything so foolish ever again.
You're lucky I'm nice.
Did you find any clues? Why would someone poison Deepcrag Den?
I couldn't really find any evidence as to who placed the vials of noxious fumes.
How strange that someone would do something that senseless. Thanks for your help, friend. The mine will be working again shortly. We'll keep an eye out for trouble in the future.
All right. Good deal. I think we did the right thing there. At least I hope we did. But on that note, we're going to end the episode there for today. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like,
you
comment.
work too hard.
Ooh.
Let me help.
Don't worry, dear. The potion you concocted has been a great help today.
I'll help all I can. I'll gather more plants in case I need to make more potions.
Nice. Good for her. Good for her. Like I said, we're going to end the episode there for today. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one.